This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library
enough, you can get the Truefire All Access Pass for as cheap as they ever do it, the $99 thing. So just jump and do that if you're looking for the best price you can get Truefire All Access for. So I think this is the best effect that Neural DSP have ever made. It's in archetype Misha Mansoor. Now I did an initial demo with Misha Mansoor, the archetype. And for me, as a single coil player, I felt like the amp tones were not hugely special to me, to be honest with you. Like, you know, could you get that sort of thing with Nolly or Pliny or one of the other ones with 5150s, etc.? Probably. But I did a video yesterday, it might have gone up, I don't know when I'm publishing this one, but I'm kind of asking, you know, did Line 6 get copied? And Dave very kindly pointed out to me, he's like, actually, I think it might be based on the microcosm, hologram microcosm, which is called like a granular delay and glitch. So maybe that's where they got the glitch term from, because he said, you know, Misha used that. Now, I think I can remember seeing Misha use that. When people were mentioning hologram initially, I thought they were talking about the chroma console, which I don't think does granular delay. But prior to that, it's this pedal, which I've been tempted to buy. But this is kind of my decision making here. It's like, well, actually, that doesn't fit into my workflow nearly as well as having just the glitch part turned on of Misha Mansoor X. I'll show you in this video how I'm intending to use it and what I'm going to use it for. But I'm going to go and click buy on it now, because that I found like a little snippet from my initial demo video, because my trial had run out with Misha. You get 14 days, right? And I'd done a little video like matching one sound from it. But then when I look back on the video, I kind of like was like, actually that little moment from that clip there was just such a beautiful sort of little sound, and it's made me think, like, whatever the price of archetype is, you know, that's going to be less than buying a hardware equivalent of this pedal, and also integrates into my workflow better. So that's what I'm going to do. This is what I'll be using for this intro here. I'll probably be using Helix Native for the tones, but I'm going to use the glitch delay for various bits, because I think actually it's a really cool sound. So let's dig into it. So if you're familiar with any of the bollocks that I do on this channel, you know, that sort of thing is not necessarily what I do tons of. So in terms of like amp tones and stuff, it wasn't necessarily any of that that really stuck out to me. But that kind of little thing, and I'll show you again in a minute how I've ended up using it on the track, I thought was actually super useful. So in terms of this preset, we've also got a compressor and then the tape echo down as low. Okay, so I ended up paying, because I've got a returning customer thing, £108 for this, so I think it's maybe a little bit expensive to buy just this one thing, but given that I was considering buying the physical pedal, because I like this so much, so let's just check out some of these other modes. Have I got anything on post? No. So we're really just hearing the glitch delay, to be honest. If we do a shorter loop length, then it's going to be grabbing stuff from that smaller section of time. We go 4 bars. See, the things start to reoccur that were from further back. And I've got the grain here, I think, at the highest length. And so I think, so if we were playing like a chord progression, so you can, that's going over a long length. Now this is be a shorter grain. Now pitch delay is slightly different. So now longer grain here now. You could go up or down or down. But I think I like it best when it's just going fully up. Then there's interfere, which is just fantastic. So I'm thinking that this is kind of like a Chase Bliss mood, but in my DAW. Yeah, and then Texturizer is I think the one that I fell in love with most. So this is what I'm going to do. If I turn off everything else, like this, then I can use this as like a bus effect. So we save this as John Cordy glitch bus. Well, let's just call it glitch bus. And I'll show you once I've done the intro about how this is actually working into my workflow. So that's how I'm using it. I think it's, to me, Neural DSP's best effect they've ever made in terms of just like, just beauty. Well, I'll show you how I'm ending up working that into what I'm doing in the intro. But yeah, cheers for stopping by. I'll catch you in another video soon.